Let's see how we can use the new LightOn OCR model for optical character recognition. So pretty much just recognizing text and characters in images. This is a very small version of a VLM, so a visual language model. You can probably think about it as a large language model where we're pretty much just feeding it text or an image. It can recognize what happens in that image. The main problem with VLMs, if you just feed it into ChatGPT or Gemini, is that these are huge foundation models and can do much more than they should. So it's both much more expensive and it takes longer to run compared to having a smaller model just being able to recognize text. That could be that you're building out an automatic number plate recognition system. We have some examples of that here on the channel. We detect the number plate with the Ultralytics YOLO models, then we send that image crop out into a VLM or an OCR reader to extract the actual license plate numbers. So this is what we can do now with a much smaller model, and we also get very good detection accuracy. So this is the LightOn OCR model. We're going to see how we can run it locally and on a few different examples. So you can see they do some comparisons here with the Qwen3 model. There's a bunch of different models out there trying to solve this OCR problem. It's a long-standing problem. But we want to both have the speed on the x-axis and we also just want to have high performance. So we can see that it's doing very, very good, and it's on par with some of the other, like the Paddle OCR VL model, and we have the DeepSeek OCR, but the main advantage is here that it's pretty much double speed. So it's much faster model, getting the same accuracy, and it's pretty much just going in this direction. We want it to go up here towards the right. This is very cool. Like if you tested out some of the traditional ones with easy OCR, like the Paddle OCR without the VL version, like they're gonna miss a lot of text, a lot of characters in the text recognition that you're doing. So this is pretty cool to have a project page just going through it. If you want to see more details, we can also take a look at it on Hugging Face. It's directly available here, and this is also what we're going to use in our code. 200,000 downloads the last month, which is pretty cool. So it's just a compact end-to-end vision language model for OCR, document understanding. Pretty cool. Let's just go in and try it out. You can also open it up in Google Colab if you want to try it out in here. But let's now jump into our code instead and see how we can set it up. I just created a class with LightOn OCR, and we're going to have a few images that we're going to paste into it. So I'm just going to open them up. We can see we have this card where we want to detect "don't wait until tomorrow." The traditional OCR models, they will definitely have a bit of trouble with this specific font. We have another example. It is also just reading text with another font, and the third one here is just reading this image on how we can run inference with the semantic model. So this is more like just a document scanner. Also for boarding passes, like just being able to read this information. A lot of the other models is going to struggle. All these things here can just be extracted. If you send it to Gemini or ChatGPT, it's going to have no problem extracting all this, but it's very slow. It's much more expensive, and it's not really suitable for lightweight applications. So let's try to see how we can set up our class for our vision language model for OCR scanning. We're going to create an initializer. So every time we create a new instance of our LightOn OCR class, we need to define our model name and the device that we want to run it on. So this is going to run locally as well. So it's going to be much cheaper, so you don't have to pay any APIs. And again, it's just a matter of the hardware that you're running it on, how fast you want the results. So LightOn AI / LightOn OCR to 1B, so 1 billion parameter model, and we're just going to take the base. So maximum number of new tokens, you can set that depending on how long text you expect to extract. It can run on CUDA if that is available, or else it's just going to run on CPU. This is everything that we need. We can set up some CPU threading, so the maximum number of threads that it can use. We're going to call this model when we initialize this load model. It's just going to download it from Hugging Face, as I was just showing you on the Hugging Face website. So we can extract it. So LightOn OCR for conditional generation. This is from Hugging Face, the transformer module and library from Hugging Face. So from transformers, we import LightOn OCR for conditional generation and LightOn OCR processor. So depending on what model you're using from Hugging Face, they have these classes that you can import, and then we just download the model automatically the first time it runs. Then we're going to have a run method. It takes the input image, and then the output is pretty much just going to be the text that we have recognized and extracted. So what we're going to do here, we're just going to set up our conversation. So this is going to be the exact same format as if you use like a traditional text LLM. So we have the role, user, content, and we're just going to throw in our image. We need to apply a chat template to our processor, and we have the conversation. So that's just going to be our image together with our user role. We can add generation prompt, tokenize, return dictionary, and we can also return tensors as PT format. Then we need to move the tensor to the right device for all the inputs that we're doing. So we're just going to do this inside our dictionary to speed it up if you have torch available. Then we're going to run the actual model generation. So we have prepared our input tokens. We have the maximum number of tokens that we want to output, if you want to sample, number of beams, and if you want to use cache. So this can save you a bit of time on generation if you're using cache or not. So then we get our output IDs. So we have our prompt length, we have our new tokens, we can extract that from our output IDs, and then we can decode that into the actual text recognition that we have. So that's what we're going to return from our run function, and then we're going to have a read method. It's just gonna take the input image and it's gonna run it through the function and return the result. So this is just a wrapper on top for higher level extraction, and we can also just call the class itself, and it's gonna call this read method. So now we can go down into the main loop and see the image directory. We create an instance of our LightOn OCR model, and it's just going to use these parameters as default if you're not specifying anything. So if they come out with a new version of the model, you can just specify it here, and it's going to run with that model instead. This is our image directory, LightOCR-images. We're just going to have a for loop running through all the images that we have, and it's going to call our OCR.read. With our image path, it's going to read that, convert it into the tokens, throw it through the model, get the output tokens out, decode it into the actual text that we have recognized. Then we're just going to print the text at the end. This is everything that we need. Now we can just cd into our folder. Now we can see we have our folder of images and our Python script. So we're going to run a Python script, LightOn OCR .py. Let's run it. It's going to download the model first time. We probably need to pip install transformers and upgrade it in this content environment that I'm using now. And we can rerun it. As this is a newer model, just make sure if you're running into any problems with Ultralytics or any other module or framework, make sure that you're pretty much just getting it up to date. So now it's just going to download the model to start with. It's a 2 GB model. After it has downloaded, it will run the images through and we can get the output results. So now all the images here ran through, and if we go up here, it just took like a few minutes here on my internet to download the model. So we can see the first image here is the one with the boarding pass. We're extracting the left panel. First class AC230. Let's just open up the image as well. So first class AC237. We have the gate, that's A10. We have the seat number, also correct. New York to Berlin, John Adam. So we pretty much, you can see everything here is correct, and we're also extracting the specific keywords. So you can extract these and get them into some data schema object, and we also just have the nodes. So let's try to see if we can find one of the other images here. The example, pip install Ultralytics. So this is just a screenshot from Ultralytics. It's extracting everything here, every single character, all of it is extracted. So if something's bringing you down, the second image, know that you can rise above it all. Know that you can rise above it all. And the first image is don't wait until tomorrow. So it has all the lines, all the spacing, everything correct, and it's able to extract all of it, and it's also much faster. It can be GPU accelerated. Right now it's just running on my MacBook CPU. Tested out the model, try to build it together with some of the detection system. It's very good to just detect text with an Ultralytics model and then extract that with the OCR. It's gonna have less tokens as well as input, so it's gonna be faster in that way too. Hope you learned a ton. Definitely go in, check out the model, test it out. This is the direction where it's going. Hope to see you guys in one of the upcoming videos. Until then, happy learning.